yeah, April 20th, 2017 edition. Congo Kong's in-ring debut against Chris Silvio was pretty good, like I said before. Kind of rushed through it because I'm taping this on my phone by little pieces, and it only gets me like 8 minutes. 8 minutes and 59 seconds or something like that for each audio, you know. So just about 9 minutes or so. But yeah, Awesome Kong looked pretty solid in that match. Real dominant. He was really dominating and beating on Chris Silvio, you know. Not like beating on him, but like dominating the match, you know. Going him across the ring, you know what I mean. Kind of like Umaga would do with someone else, except thank God I didn't see him kick someone in the throat or Samoan spike somebody, you know. But he was real dominant though, and Chris Silvio tried fighting back a few times in the match, but he came up short though. Yeah, Congo Kong kept coming back, and he has this move where he runs and does a spinning heel kick, and he hits you with his posterior, head first. I mean, he hits you in the head with his posterior, doing a flipping kick, yeah, a spinning heel kick, yeah. But you know, instead of with his legs, he hits you with his posterior, you know. But yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with, and he went at the end of the match. He went for towards the end of the match before he ended it. He hit Chris Silvio again. He hit Chris Silvio with a frog splash, not a Christian Cage frog splash, but just a regular splash. Yeah, for the win. Yeah, Congo Kong's probably not even 300, probably maybe three plus, could be 350 to 400 pounds. Yeah, all that weight coming down on Chris Silvio, man, that's gotta hurt. I'd say maybe 300 and up, maybe 340. I don't know, go figure. But yeah, he's a man to be reckoned with. You know, I wouldn't mess with Congo Kong. You know, he's a real tough, and he looks pretty intimidating for a man in his size. Yeah, but you know how it is. But anyways, I forgot to mention LAX kicked out the show, coming out and talking, and DK came out and a little bit after, and DK and LAX went at it, fighting. You know, they had an arena brawl. You know, they're fighting. You know, at the start of the show, and you know, throughout the commercial break, and I think the fight didn't continue after the commercial. I can't remember. I think it stopped after the commercial, somewhere when a commercial came on. I don't know. I think it's still going on actually, but yeah. Actually, whenever it came back from the commercial break, I just looked up on YouTube. I had to pause it and look. And it just showed with. I think this is what I remember on TV too. Hopefully, then it edit it out on YouTube. But it kind of showed the last part of the fight of the arena brawl with I think Santana. One of the LAX guys did a Santon on a Crazy Steve and Abyss and the other guys, security or LAX members. I can't remember, but I looked it up on YouTube. But yeah, I think LAX might have got the best of Decay in this arena brawl. It wasn't a match; it was just a fight, you know, between two teams. But yeah, but LAX, you know, they kind of outnumbered Decay in the beginning or in the middle of the brawl, you know. I think that's how LAX might have got the better of DK. Oh yeah, I believe one of the first matches was ODB versus Rosemary for the Knockouts Championship. That match really did happen, but I think it was the first one though, yeah. I saw that match when it was on TV. But yeah, Rosemary and ODB is a pretty good match. I can't remember too much on most of these matches that I'm talking about. I mean, not like everything that happened, you know, in the match, because I was meaning to do these shows in the past, but I was unable to find a way to do these, podcasts, you know, since I didn't really have any way to upload these to YouTube. But right now, I'm doing it from my phone. But, you know, my first show, I did it from my mom's phone, which I could upload videos to YouTube. But once I get a tablet, I can start doing it on there. I'm going to have to send these audios to my YouTube, send them to my Facebook, and probably upload them, you know, probably send them, you know what I mean, upload them on YouTube, on my Facebook, and then try to upload them to YouTube somehow, you know, or post them on my Facebook and then post them on my YouTube and all that. My Facebook, I'm gonna just do that for my friends and stuff, and then I'm not gonna let anyone know my Facebook anyways. But I'll probably post my YouTube and my YouTube page for my ErDoodles talk show. For those of you who are watching, can see it there, or listen to the podcast there. But I'm not gonna give them my Facebook though. That's only for my friends, so they can see it, on there. I guess more like a premiere for them though, or whatever. But anyways, Rosemary won because she cheated. ODB ran to the turnbuckle like she was gonna do like a Bronco Buster, like Rey Mysterio does. I like when you talk about it. I think they should stop doing moves like that, especially on. Well, it ain't a PG show, but it's TV-14. But they want to tell more to families. TNA actually they're TV-14, teenagers and up. But I think in my opinion, they should try to be more family approachable, kind of like WCW. They were pretty successful being a family show during the Monday Night War. But they should try to do less sexual moves or take all that out. Especially when the women's wrestle or guys do that. It's really inappropriate. But anyways, ODB is going to do that, and ODB is going to do that to Rosemary, and Rosemary put her foot up and kicked her in the crotch, like basically a low blow. That's what that was actually. But like if Christian Cage is in a run, and then Biss kicks him in the middle, low blow. Rosemary did a low blow kick on ODB when she was going to do a Bronco Buster in the corner, but Rosemary countered it with a kick. She didn't get her in the stomach. The referee, Earl Hebner, I believe it was, he didn't see it. Well, he was watching, but he thought it might have been in the stomach, but it's kind of hard to tell the way Rosemary kicked her, and ODB went back, on the mat and rolled over, and it was kind of hard to tell, but ODB looked like she was in excruciating pain from the kick, And Rosemary picked up the victory, I believe, at the Red Wedding, and she retained the Knockouts Championship, the TNA Knockouts Championship. By the way, for those of you wondering what the Red Wedding is, it's basically like the F5, that Brock Lesnar does, the F5. But when Rosemary does it, in the women's division, they call it the Red Wedding. They call it the Red Wedding. Excuse me. They call it the Red Wedding. It's the same move, but just she does the same move as Brock Lesnar, but it's a different move since it's part of the move has a different name. Same move, but different name, because it's a different wrestling company. Actually because Rosemary's doing it. And this is in TNA on the Impact Wrestling. By the way, Magnus came out whenever